This is EdPuzzle, and it's the tool that I use for my flipped learning videos. I mentioned already how I have flipped the entire Math Methods course so that any lectures and individual practice happens at home, which leaves me room for during class activities and group work and more just diving a little deeper into the curriculum. So what I have here is my EdPuzzle from one of my semesters, so you can see a little bit what my students see. I make my videos based on multimedia learning theory, so they're highly visual, not a lot of words on the slides, and I do post along with them some key images with room for students to take notes while they watch. A couple benefits of EdPuzzle is that while the students are watching the video, there are questions that pop up. So I'm going to take this first one as an example for you. If I watch it as a student, when the students watch the video, you'll see that this is what they see, and these question marks represent some questions that pop up along the way. And these questions are generally checks for understanding. So if I click on, well, I guess I have to play it. I'll turn the sound off. So as it goes through, it goes through my lecture video, and you're not hearing my sound right now, but when it hits that point in the video, on the side, a box will pop up. And this is a reflective comment. It says, take a moment to brainstorm some possible answers to this question based on your experiences and prior knowledge. So I'm asking them to brainstorm and reflect. Other examples of questions that I ask include multiple choice questions, true, false, other short answer questions that are literally just checks for understanding in the video. The purpose of doing this is just to keep the students focused and on track when they're watching videos. This is only a 5-minute video. Most of mine are between 8 and 15 minutes long. And even in that short time frame, I see that students tend to zone out a little bit. So this keeps them focused. The other benefit of EdPuzzle is that I can hold students accountable because I can see how they did watching it. So you'll see if I click progress here, it brings up my list of students, and it shows me what their scores are on them, and I've already graded this particular one. So I can look to see at a quick glance with these check marks who actually watched the video, and this is just me. I can actually delete that part. So I can see who watched it and the score they got on it. If I push on a specific student, it pulls up this heat map here at the top that shows me how many times a student watched each segment of the video. So I can see if a student gets one wrong, I can check to see if they went back and rewatched the section before it, which is what I recommend they do. All of the questions come directly from the video, so there's really no reason for them to miss any of them. This just gives me a little insight into their work habits so I can address that in class. Another benefit of doing this, when I flip my class, I make sure that the students have to complete these videos by the night before class. That gives me the opportunity to wake up in the morning and to scan through my student responses. So when I log into this learning lesson that was due the night before class, I can click on this grade button and I can quickly see how the students responded to each question. This tool makes it really easy for me to do that. So as I'm scanning through, I can see how well are they responding. I can add comments back to them. I can give them a score up to out of 100, and that's how that main score gets calculated in the front over here. So this is what I use to hold students accountable. It's easy for me to see if they finished it, and it works out really well for flipping my class.